Thank you, Madam Chair. First question is for Ms. Nanda. If you are successful, get the position, I know you've been vocal on issues like pro-choice and maybe others as well. Do you intend to keep that same type of decibel level, vocalizing on especially the pro-choice issue among any others, or are you going to confine it to the domain of labor?
Thank you, Senator, for that question. I think if I am fortunate enough to be confirmed as Solicitor of Labor, I will have my hands quite full working on issues that are of pertinence to the Department of Labor. I will say that, like President Biden, I do believe that women's reproductive health is an integral part of their health care. But I expect that my work, if I am confirmed, will be related to issues that are of pertinence to the Labor Department. Certainly, if anything related to that comes within the purview of labor, I will approach everything with an open mind. I will follow the law. I will listen carefully to stakeholders on all sides of the issue, and I will judge those issues fairly and impartially without bringing any personal views I may have into the equation.
Thank you. Ms. Abruzzo, I come from the world of small business and independent contractors, all the flexibility small entities need, and basically the paradigm currently in place, there's always a tug of war on that particular issue. You now have the gig economy, and embedded in the PRO Act, for instance, would be things that will change that current dynamic. And I can tell you it would be catastrophic for what Democrats, President Biden, normally are interested in, and that's small business, if you don't keep an attentive eye to how that might disrupt things. I've noticed over time large companies seem to navigate through these issues much more easily. What it would mean for small business in many cases is that they'd have to shut down or drastically change how they do business. And recently coming from it, especially on that issue of independent contractors, that's important, and it seems to be working well. Where it gives that small business owner flexibility without having that undue regulatory burden. I'd love to hear your comments on that.
Thank you for the question, Senator Braun, and I enjoyed our conversation on this very topic of small businesses. So what I will say is certainly small businesses are the engines of our economy, and in terms of employee status versus independent contractor, of course, it's important for there to be employee status because employees enjoy the protections of workplace protection laws. However, I can only enforce the National Labor Relations Act, and I will apply the broad statutory language. The National Labor Relations Act currently does not have the ABC test that is in the PRO Act, and so should the PRO Act again be enacted or something similar, I would enforce that. But certainly, I will apply the statutory language if I'm fortunate enough to be confirmed.
And if you do get confirmed, I think it would be important to maybe weigh in if you had an opinion as to whether it would be better or not to keep what we've got versus what might be in that act. Thank you so much.